Hello, everyone. We're just giving everyone a chance to all come online here, and we'll get started. Just give it a few more seconds. All right, I'll get us started. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jocelyn Young, and I'm the CEO of the Surrey and White Rock Board of Trade. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we are on the traditional territory of the Coast Salish people, specifically the Kwantlen, Katsi, Coquitlam, Kakite, Semiahmoo, and Tsawwassen First Nations. As well, I acknowledge the Inuit and Métis Nations people who live and work on these territories. So before we get started, I would like to introduce the Surrey and White Rock Board of Trade to you in case you don't know us very well yet. The Board of Trade is an independent nonprofit organization, and we like to say a concierge of connections for Surrey and White Rock's business communities. We deliver a diversified service portfolio of business development, support for international trade, government advocacy, workforce development, a number of things. But we're here today to talk about our trade mission to India from February 8th to 22nd, 2027. Again, that's February 8th to 22nd, 2027. We developed this trade mission to fill a gap in the marketplace. What we noticed is that other trade missions are sector specific, and they also don't leave a lot of room for B2B connections, and they also don't allow you to get to know the culture of where you're trying to do business. So when we were talking about what this trade mission would look like, we decided that it would be mostly business, but with some pleasure, so that you could understand the culture of India and in doing business there. Because if you know the people, then you're better able to make those business connections. The trip is also sector agnostic. This means that for those of you that own several businesses in different sectors, you can go and make connections with the people from agriculture all the way to clean tech and everything in between. Whether your goal is to identify new customers, explore partnerships, better understand the Indian market, or simply gain a firsthand perspective on one of the most important economies of the future, this mission offers a remarkable opportunity to expand your network and your business horizons. Plus, have fun with both Indra, Bon, and myself. So, this trade mission is a great way to accomplish your goals because you don't have to do it alone. You get to travel alongside fellow Surrey and White Rock Board of Trade members and business leaders from our region and position your business or businesses to benefit from the growing Canada-India economic relationship. So we're going to dive into the presentation. I want to remind you that if you have any questions during the session, please put those questions or comments in the chat function, and we'll get to them as soon as we can. If we're unable to answer your question, we will get back to you after the session is over. We've partnered with our good friends at Indus Travels, an experienced international tour operator with extensive expertise in organizing travel programs throughout India. Their team will manage the travel logistics, allowing you to focus on building relationships, exploring opportunities, and making the most of this incredible experience. I'd now like to introduce Eddie Haddad, Group and Trade Manager at Indus Travel, and a skilled business leader with over 20 years of experience spanning business, government, and politics. So he knows what we need. With a strong background in strategic partnerships, public affairs, organizational growth, Eddie works with chambers of commerce, boards of trade, and business leaders from across North America to develop travel and trade initiatives that create meaningful economic opportunity and global connections. Eddie, over to you.
Thank you so much, Jocelyn. Welcome, everybody. Very excited to have you here with us this morning. I'm going to try to answer all of your questions, really dive into what this trip looks like, the opportunity that it provides, and most importantly, the incredible journey that we're about to go on. So we're very excited to talk about one of the fastest growing and most dynamic markets in the world. So over over the next few minutes, we'll explore how the Surrey White Rock Board of Trade can help your businesses really in a meaningful way build connections, discover new opportunities, and expand their global reach. So, fasten your seatbelts. We're about to embark on a business adventure, plenty of potential, and hopefully a little fun along the way. So, um, tell you a little bit about Indus. So we were actually established 25 years ago here in the Lower Mainland. So we are a local company. We work internationally, however, and we provide support to chambers of commerce really across North America. We are award-winning operator. Funny enough, we actually started with tours to India about 25 years ago, and now we've expanded to about 80 different locations around the world. And so we are A plus rated on the Better Business Bureau and a privately owned debt-free operation. So it allows you to know that we are, one of the best tour operators in the industry. Now, um, before we dive into trade, I really want to talk a little bit about why these are, very meaningful connections. Not only are you going to go there and you're going to learn about India, build these business connections. We have about 5 days of business mixed into this tour. So this way it allows you to have the best of both worlds. Right? We really believe that to build proper connections, you really have to understand the places you're going. And so part of this is going to be cultural, part of this is going to be business. And we've made sure that it includes that perfect and refined mix to ensure that you're getting the most incredible um, um, opportunity out of this trip. So, a little bit about India and where we're going. So, we will be, having some incredible sightseeing opportunities while we're there. India is a country of incredible contrast, where you have ancient history, modern innovation clashing at all times, from the breathtaking Taj Mahal to the vibrant spice markets of Delhi, or the dazzling skyline of Mumbai, the tech hub of Bangalore. Every destination really is going to offer a unique experience along the way, and then you'll discover iconic landmarks, rich cultural traditions, world famous cuisine. My favorite food outside of Lebanese food. I am very partial to Lebanese food is Indian food. So I'd be going, although business is a lot of fun, I'd be eating the entire time. So really get ready for a journey filled with color, flavor, and unforgettable memories. Now, to tell you a little bit about India, India is actually full of fascinating facts and traditions, including that it was one of the first countries, one of the world's first source of diamonds. It actually remains a global leader as well in turmeric production and is home to one of the largest vegetarian populations on the planet, has cultural traditions that include, special respect for cows in many communities that are deeply woven into everyday life. And it's just a country full of cultures, right? And different traditions. So absolutely one of the most incredible places that you can be going. One of the best things about this journey, it's really designed to be enjoyable, not exhausting. As you know, even sometimes a drive a couple hours can feel exhausting. So we want to make sure that you had that perfect mix that you're able to really enjoy. You're also able to relax. You're able to do business, and we get to slow down just a little bit while also speeding up at the same time. So that is something that I think will be very, very important. So you don't have to be super fit to do this. Some of the tours that we will be doing, Indus tours, they're really about the spirit of adventure. You get to see these exotic destinations, but there is going to be some walking that is required to visit some of the monuments, and obviously on the business side. There are going to be business professional meetings happening throughout this. So make sure that you are packing, a little bit mix of business professional, but also, your regular, I would say, loose fitting clothes to be outside and so on. So there are lots of inclusions included in this, but you will have some time to relax and to enjoy. Okay. So we are leaving on February 2027, and we have a couple different options. So if you want to just go on your own, land only, meet us there, we do have that option at 42.99. But we do have with flights at 64.99. And if you did want to have your own room with no one there, we do have a single supplement available. We are staying in some luxurious places as well while we are there, so the amenities are quite well. And then if you did want to upgrade to business class, they are based on availability. So if that is something that, just message us, let us know that you are interested in business class. We will have to book it right away for you to make sure that you have the availability still left, as they are a hot commodity. Now, things that are included in this trip. So we are looking at international airfare. Will be included. Three domestic flights, 13 nights of accommodation, five dinners, daily breakfast as well, buffet breakfast included on any of the drives. There's going to be water available. The entrance fees to some of the monuments, including English speaking guides. Even we've included a rickshaw ride in Delhi once during your trip. So it is a very inclusive type trip. However, items of personal nature, tips, gratuities, things like that, those are things that are not included. Travel insurance, we do offer travel insurance. So if it is something that you are interested in, more than welcome. You can right on our website. You're able to sign up. You're able to do that, as well as there is an online visa. That is something that's easily registered as well, or excess baggage, you would have to pay extra. So we are spending 3 nights in Delhi, 2 nights in Agra, 3 nights in Mumbai, 3 nights in Hyderabad, and 2 nights in Bengaluru. And we are staying at some of these deluxe type hotels, which we will go over um, uh, on the trip. So while you are there, we are going to ensure that you are as comfortable as can be. We make sure that you are in deluxe transportation. These are modern, comfortable AC buses. So, these coaches provide, a relaxing way for you to travel while you're there. So you can sit back, enjoy the scenery, and then head out. Now, we start off the tour by heading from Canada to Delhi. So really the adventure begins. You depart, Canada, and then you get to travel. Typically, we try to make it so it's overnight. And that way you get some rest on that plane. So day one will be based mostly on traveling. Now, once you arrive in Delhi, sorry, we will be at the Leela Ambience Hotel. This is a luxurious hotel. It has a perfect blend, I would say, of elegance, world-class hospitality. You get to unwind. There's a pool. There's fantastic five-star amenities throughout. So it's something that a lot of us will really enjoy while we are there. And then while you're there, you'll have options. It is fairly close to resort style a hotel. Okay. So once we're there, we've relaxed, we will start the day, upon arrival at the Delhi International Airport. You'll be welcomed and then you'll be taken for check-in at your hotel. The rest of the evening is really at leisure for you to relax and just, I would say it's a good opportunity to maybe change some money, get used to, the time change, deal with anything like that, as well as really focus on, grabbing some good snacks while you're there. So it's just a good opportunity for relax. I know I'd be hitting the pool immediately. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, once I apologize. I am trigger happy with it with this finger. So once you've slept the night, the next day we actually are going to have a wonderful tour. So after breakfast, we have about a half day guided tour of Delhi. It begins at the old Delhi. So you get to visit the Grand Jama Masjid. It's one of the largest mosques in India. And then you get to continue on a rickshaw ride through the Chandni Chowk. It's a vibrant market. It's alive with colors, spices, local life. You get to drive past the iconic Red Fort, and then the afternoons at leisure. In the evening, we're actually going to have a networking welcome dinner for everybody to get together, get to know each other a little bit, enjoy the iconic and amazing food at a carefully selected restaurant. And we'll just really want you to enjoy, that first day right off, right off the bat. So on day 4, we will be actually having our first day of business meetings. So this is, after breakfast, you are going to head off on a private transportation. You're going to we'll have an assistant with you for those 8 hours. We are in the midst of organizing some of the logistics and the meetings. We want to make sure that these meetings are available to as many people as different industries and so on. And I know the chamber is working very diligently to make sure that this is the best trade mission possible. As you know, this is a little bit different than, let's say, a standard. A GC type meeting where they're industry specific. We wanted this to be our local community specific, right? So that way, Surrey White Rock really has all the tools it needs while trading internationally. So it will be a fantastic day of meetings, and then in the evening we will all head back overnight in the hotel. Now, the next day we will be actually staying at the Grand Mercure in Agra. So it's another luxurious stay where you'll have a daily breakfast in there, modern rooms, excellent dining options. So you're really able to enjoy, one of India's most iconic destinations. And, funny enough, the Taj Mahal is just around the corner. So, it is definitely in the heart of it all. So, the next day, uh, we will be in Agra. So we will actually proceed by road to Agra. And then so on that day, we'll go to some of India's most iconic Mughal era monuments. So you'll check into the hotel. You'll have an opportunity to relax. And then, from Delhi to Agra, you'll get to see, a little bit about the scenery. Agra is really a city that showcases some of the finest masterpieces of the Mughal era. You'll really step into a world of grand gateways, intricate architecture, and stories that really have stood the test of time. And it's really a perfect preview of the iconic sites that make Agra famous around the world. Now, um, on day 6, we actually will go through some of the incredible sites of Agra. So after breakfast, you'll enjoy a half-day guided tour to Agra. You get to visit some of the world's most renowned places, like the Taj Mahal. And I know this is just like one of those places, just like the pyramids of Giza, that are on bucket lists for a lot of people. I know they're on mine. So today is one of for the highlights, right? For the entire journey. You'll visit the Taj Mahal. It's inspired visitors from around the world for centuries. You'll also get to explore the impressive Agra Fort. It has grand halls, royal chambers, and you'll get to learn some of the fascinating stories that bring the Mughal era to life. And then just really, this is a day for your cameras, right? Make sure we like to say, I'm turning 40, but but the gram needs to eat. So this is an Instagram type day. So make sure that you have your camera. It's going to be full of iconic sites and remarkable history, and plenty of memorable photo opportunities. Now, the next day, we will be staying in Mumbai, the world famous Mumbai. We'll be staying at the Sand Hotel, and you'll be enjoying 3 nights at the Sand Hotel. It's a comfortable retreat in the heart of India's bustling financial capital. So modern amenities all throughout, nice spaces, a relaxing poolside atmosphere as well. So it's a perfect place to recharge after a busy day of meetings. And really, just I like to think of it as a Mumbai oasis. And so let's talk about that a little bit, right? Let's talk about how we are going to get there. So you will be after breakfast driving back to Delhi. We'll proceed to the airport and for your flight to Mumbai. So Mumbai or Bombay is the capital of the Maharashtra and the economic powerhouse of India. It's really the fastest moving, one of the most affluent and most industrialized city in India. So yeah, well, we really get to see where the future of India is going as well. And so we will be flying right there. So you get to see the impressive skyscrapers, the bustling business district, its famous waterfront. Really, Mumbai showcases the energy and ambition of what modern India is. And after checking into your hotel, you get some time to settle and get ready to experience the city, the commerce, the culture, and opportunity that comes together. Now, while in Mumbai, this is a business day. Right away, we want to make sure that you have all of the opportunities to network in the financial districts of Mumbai. So it's all about making connections. It's India's commercial capital, has one of the most influential business hubs in all of Asia. So with scheduled meetings, networking opportunities throughout the day, you really have a chance to exchange ideas, explore partnerships, gain valuable insights into local markets, and say sometimes the most important part of business, isn't where you go, it's who you meet along the way. And so this is a day where our meetings really are the focus of the day. And then overnight, we will be spending in Mumbai. Now, while in Mumbai, it would be inappropriate for us to have you there and not get the opportunity to actually understand the city, understand the culture, and we get to discover really the many faces of Dubai while we're there. We get to go from the iconic gateway of India to the sweeping views along the Marine Drive. It's often called the city's Queen Necklace. We'll actually explore one of India's finest museums while we're there, offering a fascinating glimpse in the country's rich history, art, culture. And then after a day of sightseeing, we'll wrap things up with a wonderful dinner at a local restaurant because obviously exploring can make you hungry, and there's no better way to explore than to eat your way through India. So we're very excited about day 9 and the wonderful trip that you're going on. So we are going to be in Hyderabad at the Taj Deccan Hotel for 3 nights after Mumbai. So a little bit about this hotel. You'll be staying at a very elegant, world-renowned a hotel. So this hotel offers really a perfect balance of comfort, convenience, and it gives you a relaxing base between business arrangements and sightseeing adventures. So it's actually one of Hyderabad's most famous places. So and make sure to get some biryani while you're there. So this is where we will be staying while there. So we're back to business. So from Mumbai, we will be flying out after breakfast. So you'll be transported to the airport, and then we will head to um, um, our destination. So you'll be, transitioning there. So that will be the main focus of the day. We try not to, on travel days, make sure that you are doing too much more than traveling. But while you are there, sorry. Let me go back quickly. So the first day though, and we will be actually doing a tour of everything that you want to see there from the rich, culture. We begin with the iconic Charminar. It's one of the city's most recognizable landmarks and the hub of culture, commerce, and history. You'll also discover the impressive Golconda Fort. It's a place filled with fascinating stories of kings, diamonds, remarkable architecture, and it's a day that's perfectly showcases how this area blends the royal past with the energy of innovation in modern India. Now, on the next day, it will be a business-focused meetings as well. So this is another valuable business engagement, and it gives you the opportunity to continue building those relationships and connections that we've been building throughout this trip, insights into the local markets, transportation. Again, we will pick you up, make sure that you are supported throughout the day, and then you can focus on meaningful conversations and having a productive day. And then in the evening, you can explore the city, grab some of the local food, and truly enjoy it. Now, on day 13, after breakfast, we are actually heading back to the airport. We be going to Bangalore. So upon arrival, it's really one of those places that has advanced dramatically. It's often called the Silicon Valley of India. It's really where innovation, technology, green spaces come together beautifully. So you'll enjoy a city tour featuring the colorful botanical gardens over there and the impressive Vidhana Sudha. It's one of the city's most iconic landmarks. And so in the evening, you'll actually will celebrate the journey with a farewell dinner and a chance to reflect on some of the connections as well that we made. But while we are there, we are going to make sure to have, another business focused day. So you'll have the opportunity to strengthen the connections and conversations that we built through this India trip. And so we will be setting up a full day of business for you as well. And again, you'll have an English speaking assistant for the 8 hours as well. And then unfortunately, we can't leave you there for India forever. But you will actually be heading to back to Canada on day 15. So a little bit about some more of the technicality. So passports and visas. Before you got to make sure your passport is uh valid for 6 months from the date of return. Okay, so you really want to make sure that you have your travel documents and all of that available to you. So there is a visa that you can get online, but it's very simple. We'll send you all of that information, so I wouldn't worry too much. It is warm in India, as we all know. However, this is actually one of the best times to travel. It's not too hot. It can get into the 40s during the summer. So we are talking about very nice summer weather, very fantastic evenings. So this is something that to keep in mind. Make sure uh, um, um, to have, outfits that match the weather so you're not overheating, hats, sun hats, things like that as well while we are out. And then as well, really, you really do want to make sure that you have, I would say, linens, cotton clothings. That way, you can stay as comfortable as possible. Now, the electrical current in India is 220-volt, 50 cycles. So there is a converter that you can get, so you're able to get it online, probably on Amazon. So the wall socket's 3 round pins type. So just, I would say you can Google it online. Now, currency is actually in Indian rupees. So $1 Canadian is about 8.43 Indian rupees as of this morning. So obviously that does changes. Credit cards, debit cards are widely accepted, but there still are places that will only accept cash, so that is something to keep in mind. And then tipping, you are expected to tip just like here in North America between 10 and 15%. A good tip could be closer to 20%. And the main things that you're going to be looking for while you're there outside of the business interactions is some of the incredible shopping. It is a shopper's paradise. Everything from colorful textiles, handcrafted souvenirs, sparkling jewelry, gold, get great gold over there. You can buy it per gram, which is actually really, really probably the best way to buy gold. I think here there's a markup of almost $100 minimum per gram outside of the gold price. So it just shows you the deal also as investment, right? Buying some of the gold while you're there. And then really get to I would definitely be buying a lot of spices and some of those souvenirs for the family back home. Now, you will be receiving a link for booking, and then we do have Devaneth who is here to support us. He can make any travel arrangements or requests that you would like. So, for example, I would like to upgrade to business. I would like to spend a couple days in Europe after. I would like to go to Egypt after. Whatever it is, you let us know. We're able to make those changes. We're able to find out, how we can fit that in the itinerary. If you want to spend an extra couple days in India, you let us know. We already have people that are making some of those changes. So feel free to reach out to him as well, and the whole team. So we're excited to welcome you, and we would like to answer any questions that you may have. So I will actually open up um, the chat and see if we have any questions.
Okay, thank you so much, Eddie. That's amazing. We definitely are here to answer some questions. Harsh Aurora, if you could just type your question into the chat, that would be great. I see that Indra has already answered a question from Raj, so folks are welcome to be reading that. Sheba's already trying to get a conversation going with folks, which I think is one of the best things that you can look forward to on a trade mission like this is the friendships and connections that you'll be able to make with the rest of the travelers and people who are like-minded and doing exciting things. So that's something to look forward to. I really expect the energy to be really positive, much like the Surrey and White Rock Board of Trade events, where people will come together to network, to help solve problems together. That is the kind of energy I expect on this trip. And especially because Indra and I will be there. So it's definitely going to be a fun time. Now, one question we had before. Oh, harsh question. There we go. I'll do your question first and then come back to what I was going to say. Do we have a list of organizations and individuals meeting us in India? Great question, Harsh. Indra and I are working on that right now. We have a spreadsheet full of our contacts. Once we let the cat out of the bag that we were taking this trip, we've had such an influx of groups such as Invest India, the Canada India Chamber of Commerce, and others. We've met with the Consul General of India and made sure that he's connected us with all of the right people. So why don't we just dive right into that? I'm going to hand it over to Indra, who can tell us more about the different groups that we'll be meeting with. And of course, once we have the businesses all confirmed that are coming, we'll make sure that the confirmed meetings make sense for you as well. So Indra, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Jocelyn. And that was so true that as soon as we opened this up, so many different organizations from not only locally, but a lot from India wanted to do and work with us and host us and give us. There's one in Mumbai. It's a company, it's a logistics company that already confirmed a lunch for our delegation and also a tour of the container yard at India's largest port in Mumbai. So that's confirmed. I just have one or two final meetings with him and that will be confirmed. But in the meantime, I'm working with BCIBN, BC India Business Network, EDC India and EDC Canada, ICBC, which is India Canada Business Chamber. We're working with Canada India Potential Forum or Partnership Forum, Canada India Partnership Forum, it's PF, so Partnership Forum. And there's other chambers and boards of trade also interested in joining us as well. So there's a whole group of us working together. And this group, what we're waiting for is we want to know who's going and what industries you want to meet there. So that list is being put together. And as soon as we have that in place, then we'll arrange meetings for you with the same group back in India. So far, the interest is from the health industry, tech industry, AI, manufacturing, construction, film, logistics, and agri-food. So these are the ones that have sent me emails and they're interested in this. So I have given this information to our partners in India and they already started working on these meetings. There's also plans to host one nice big reception, and we want to invite some government officials from India in that room so you can directly speak to him as well. Now, this is not confirmed yet, but we're working that out. So one evening, and we'll have to find one evening in Delhi because they are all in Delhi to host that government roundtable. It's either going to be a roundtable and then a reception or just roundtable, not sure yet. But in October, by the time I know who's going, what industries we want to meet, all these meetings will be in place. But just please note that there's a lot happening behind the scenes and there will be lots of meetings for you. Not only this networking events, but also B2B meetings for you as well. We'll find companies to match with whoever you want to meet with. So I think I've said enough. Any other questions on that?
Well, we'll see if any more come into the chat. Just to echo what Indra said, locally, I sit on the World Trade Center Vancouver board, Invest Vancouver and Invest Surrey. And so through those connections, combined with Indra's 25 years working here at the Board of Trade and the international members that we actually have here as well, we are likely going to have too many opportunities, and we'll have to go through them carefully and make sure that we're choosing the right ones for you. So, oh, Raj Gill says he's in. Great,
Awesome,
Raj.
Raj.
That's
Welcome.
amazing. And thank you, Indra from Harsh. One of the questions that we had before was, this is a lot of information. So what's the mix of travel days, leisure days, meeting days? And so I went through the list. And so we have 2 days to and from India. So, count those out. Then within the country, we have 4 travel days because it's a big country and we're going to a lot of places. And then we have essentially 5 leisure days and 4 to 5 days of meetings. What Indra and I wanted to create was enough time, because it's a long trip, for you to feel like you're not exhausted, but to also see the country that you're in. You're traveling so far. And then for those big meeting days, to make sure that they are worth your time. They're not just, a couple of people sitting there signing a document and signing an MOU. This is about making sure that you get to have conversations. And so when we sat down with the Consul General of India, he was really excited to hear this and had a lot of great advice for us. So those connections are in place, and I think it'll be a matter of just narrowing it down to all of the different opportunities that we have. And of course, many of us who live here in Surrey understand that we're already a diverse community. I think it's about 45% of Surrey residents are immigrants and speak over 170 languages. So we're ideally situated to build on this trade opportunity that the government of Canada has put out there with signing these trade agreements around the world. So we have everything we need to make these connections happen. And that's why we're taking this trip at this time. Just take advantage of all of those opportunities. So I don't see any more questions rolling in. Indra or Eddie, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, I just wanted to say to anyone that's out there, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me directly. It's indra@swrbot.com. Heather will probably type that in pretty soon. But if, or you could phone me. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. There you go. See, I knew that.
I need a Heather.
Listen, we're not sharing Heather. She's too good.
No.
We have a question. Would you be sending the presentation out? Yes, we will be posting this webinar so you can share it with your friends. You can watch it over again. And then if you have follow-up questions, please do reach out to us. Okay, Heather's already on it. It will be posted right here. Eddie, anything else you'd like to add for the group?
No, I think that we've answered a lot of the questions. This is an incredible opportunity to really dive into one of the biggest and most emerging markets in the world. I've seen some information that it is the strongest and fastest growing middle class as well in the world. So you're looking at just an endless amount of opportunity with the population well over 1 billion people. Our biggest trading partner, United States, has a population of 300 million. So it just shows you, how the opportunity that's coming from the East is going to be probably eclipsing any opportunity we've ever had before. So, thank you, Jocelyn and Indra, for looking the right spot for growth for our community. And we're excited to welcome you all there.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Eddie, for putting together an amazing trip for us. Indra, thank you for doing all of the behind the scenes work, and Heather for supporting our webinar today. Thank you everyone for attending. We really appreciate your interest. We hope that you're going to join us on this incredible trip. As a reminder, you can secure your spot with just $99 down and enjoy interest-free payments. You'll find full details on the link that Heather had provided. And so thank you everyone for making our day start off great with these questions, and we hope that you make it a great business day. Take care.